Hello, good evening, good afternoon, good day to you wherever you are, whatever you're doing. Welcome back to the channel, me, Dragon Ball McQueen, and a bit of Planet Coaster tonight. I realised that there are other things happening in the world, so people are probably more concerned with that. So if you're watching this on the replay, thank you for watching it. If you're new here, hit the subscribe, get all that out of the way if you enjoy the content. And let's get into this park. I've kind of been working on this park a little bit, but I've stopped to work on another park. I'll show you a bit of that later on, but it's very early days. I've only done about a day's work messing about and creating on it. But this one I've done, well, as you can see, 77% of the Eugene Oswald Eugene, whatever his name is. But yeah, we'll walk around in Plipcam mode just so you can get an idea of what it's like and enjoy, and I'll talk a bit about it. And there's a bit that is underdeveloped at the moment, needs a lot of work, and when we get there you'll probably realise why. There's lots of Easter eggs and things. I sort of put that stuff in to keep me encouraged, I guess, when I play the game, to keep going with the creating. Yeah, it's sci-fi themed, and I'm finding it very tough. There's not any sort of point of reference, so I'm having to get my ideas from elsewhere. And this still needs a bit of work, I think, this station, personally. I've gone for a sort of clean look, but there's some nice ideas around here. I've got a Cosmic Cow milkshake place over here. And yeah, no vendor, that's good. Where is he? I've gone for a high security, he just walked through me, that's a bit weird. Yeah, high security sort of feel, so you'll see lots of cameras about, and these sort of, lots of blues in the plants, and slightly off colour green, just to be a bit different. Or a bit more like, influenced by Avatar, that sort of thing. So I won't tell you what the theme is or what the idea is I'm going for, but yeah, you can hear various different noises. So this is all the, you got Pip Shot Water, you got one of my coasters over there. That's the first coaster I built, and it's really heavily themed, but there's another one I'm building, and it's the station that's causing me a massive headache because it's a huge building, and yeah, ATMs. Hot Dog Squad. So I'm probably going to change all the colour of all the staff and everything to suit more the story and what's going on. Yeah, they've been buying hats from Hats Fantastic quality. Yeah, I've got all this. This I'm quite proud of. I like this. I've used it again. My law enforcement droid, which is inspired by Ed 209 from Robocop. I really like that. Got a bloke working on it at the back there as well, just where the cursor is. Multiple shops do not have a vendor. I do not care at the moment. That's the sort of thing I worry about when I'm creating or playing a bit more seriously. Is he needing the loo? Well, there's a loo just around here, look. There's literally waste management just here. Just here. Waste disposal, that's what I called it. So it's not that. There aren't that many. Like, some people are desperate for the loo and they ignore it. So that's the coaster over there. This is the exit, and the exit brings you past the gift shops. Just a memento. And Hats Fantastic. No one in Hats Fantastic. See, I'm getting a lot of this. You can see the pixelated problem with Hats Fantastic sign because there's high detail in the area. Act of vandalism has been reported. Yeah, seriously. It's a really good park. Why are you vandalising it? Stop it. So we'll do a couple of coaster POVs as well. We'll go on this one last. It's probably the one I would say leave till last. But yeah, there's lots of stuff around here. Pip Shot. There's all sci-fi flat rides as well. And various different things. No one is using this claw. Okay, no one is using the claw. Strange. The old flip bus. This alien trying to work out how to turn on. We'll wander over here. This alien working on trying to work out. Hello, Lodge. Evening. How are you? Yeah, this alien trying to work out. You haven't missed any of the good stuff. The coasters, act of vandalism. I can see. Who would knock over a bin? Fix it. Honestly, get off that. So I got like this Apollo replica. I've called it. I put 440 on it. Apollo 440 reference, of course, to the band. There's loads of silly things like that around the park, as per usual. How are you, Lodge? Anyway, just perfect. I'm home from work. Domino's on the way. Mrs. Good. I just need some encouragement for this park because I've got to a point. I'll show you where I've got to when we get round there. You guys can see, and you'll see what I mean. You'll be like, you need some encouragement. It's a huge building I'm trying to build, and it gives me a headache every time I create one of those sort of things because it's so large and it's just so complex. Whoa, that's nice. Coaster coming past. Oh yeah, watch this coaster. This is a Boomerang Coaster. Watch when this comes back down. This is really nice off-cam footage. Look, hey, flames. Yeah, warnings, explosives, like signs all over the place. Yeah, do not go in there. You will die. You will get blown up. But yeah, we'll do some more coaster rides, POVs and things. Cosmic Cow again. Burrito Bonanza. Hello, Matty. Sick coaster. I'm just walking around. I need some encouragement for this park. This park that you said on Livestream. Look, they keep wrecking everything around my park. What is going on? This park that you said on Livestream. Build a sci-fi park. And I was like, and then I realised I actually like building sci-fi parks. So I started building a proper sci-fi park. So we'll jump on this coaster. This Boomerang Coaster, because I quite like it. We'll run across this bridge. But I'll show you what's giving me a headache actually first before we do anything. I don't want to give anything away, but it's probably been given away. Oh, I watched Plipcam's live stream and was inspired to make this. So yeah, got all my made this whack-a-mole, but it does say inspired by Planet Plipcam because I watched his live stream. But he was inspired by someone else, so what goes around comes around. Okay, no worries. Yeah, I'll be streaming in about 20 minutes. I'll, no doubt. This is what's causing me a headache. This is the ride exit just here. This is the ride entrance or over to a plaza area. So this is causing me a headache. You'll be like, oh, it looks normal, like a normal. Multiple thefts reported in the park. And we've got a coaster over here. This is my latest coaster. Cowpens Q line. You'll notice there's no actual building. I want to build this huge tall building, but I've got a theme inside this building, and that's the bit that's causing me the headache. But since this is the least finished coaster, we'll go on this and have a look at it, and then we'll come back to the other coasters a bit later on. It's a lovely game. I'm watching your very early 76 streams lately, 2018 and 2019. Adventure mode was so good back then. Yeah, they've got Meat Week at the moment and Shell's doing it a lot, and I'm not particularly worried about it because I'm like, well, I've got everything. There's nothing new. It's like, bring back something new. Right, we'll ride this coaster anyway. This one's a launch tyre coaster. But yeah, once we... Oh, wrong train. So I haven't themed this up or done anything with it, but it's got pretty good results for excitement, fear, etc. But yeah, it pushes the G's a bit. Max vertical G-force 6.55, and track scenery only 3 inversions, 5 airtime counts. It's high track scenery rating though already, and I've not done much with it at all theming wise. You'll see what I mean when we get going, if we get going. I don't think there's anyone actually coming on this coaster because it's way out of the way in the park. It's like right at the back. You know, all the coaster enthusiasts would run over here at the beginning of the day and try and get on this park. I'm constantly locked into one time a day at the moment because that's what I wanted for this sci-fi park. This sunset sort of time, so you could see the lights, but you could also see the nice glows and that. So let's come on, people. Anyone? There's some people coming. No, they're leaving. Oh yeah, no, they are. They're en route. Come on. Yep. Oh. Hang on. Let's get that off. Right, enjoy the POV. I've realised as soon as we jump out, this is going to throw me back to the beginning of the park. But can I grab hold of someone else and actually? No. I was going to say, could I flip cam them, but no. It's throwing me back to the beginning of the park. Right, well, we want to go on the other the other coaster. But yeah, that coaster I just showed you, it just needs a lot more theming. Oh, there's Dexar, the mascot. In particularly low res. Hey, it looks like something. It's just like Fallout. Fallout 76. Low res graphics. Text is not loading in properly. Most of it's pretty good. So yeah, the other stuff that's really good. I'm whizzing about here, but another bin knocked over. Fix it. So yeah, the other ones have got all the the things put in properly. Oh, I've just realised. Copyright music. Hold on. I'm just gonna have to change this. Don't look, everyone. Yeah, it's playing Ghostbusters music, which, yeah, just me being indulgent. I did find something else that was equally as good, that would work. It's probably nowhere near as good, but, you know. Alright, let's go back out. You didn't hear that, there was no... Right, that's better. So there's lots of little details and things I've got to add in. Like the buildings on the outside are nowhere near as highly themed as I've done them inside, the stations and that. So like this one, I put a sort of band playing whilst, and that's another film reference, Orin and the Star Chasers, which is a reference to an old 80s sci-fi animated film, which is called Star Chaser and Legend of Orin, strange enough. Right, this is about to leave, so we are going to jump on it. This coaster I really like, and then we'll do some I've called it Star Chaser, of course. And it's results-wise, yeah, it's got high excitement, high fear, and so it pleases the guests. 73 miles per hour max speed, biggest drop 60 meters, minus 6.54 G's is vertical G-force, 6.53 max vertical G-force, minimum vertical G-force. Yeah, okay, so it's a bit high on the vertical G's, but yeah, 37 miles per hour average speed, 73 miles per hour max speed, but 610 meters. 6 inversions and 6 airtime counts, very high track scenery rating. So we'll jump on this and have a quick POV, and then I'll show you a cinema. It's like a cinematographer type view, and I can talk about it off ride a bit more. So enjoy. So yeah, that's a mad boomerang. So we'll watch it in cinematic camera, because this gives you some confused from off camera. Hello Gaz, I did say evening. Are you still meat weeking with Shell? Still doing old meat week, getting those plans and stuff. The pepper shaker though I still think is non-transferable. So yeah, this will give us some nice views, and I'll be able to you'll be able to see some of the different effects this camera produces, provided it doesn't do things like this, which is really annoying when it does camera views like that. Yeah, I think I need to do a bit more theming, but that'll probably tie into the other coaster, since it's right next to this one. But yeah, you get to see a bit more of what's happening effect-wise on the ride. It's really annoying when it does underwater views as well, especially when you've got effects above the water. Right, it just totally missed one of the effects then. Okay, whatever. We'll have to... This took ages to do this effect here. Watch when it rolls back. There we go. That took so long to do. It's ridiculous. But yeah, when you first get around that loop, there's all flames off that as well that follow the coaster. That took longer than it should have done, but it was nowhere near as... Why, with the water effect, are you sticking me under the water for the camera POV? And then we'll go again and see if cinematic does anything, delivers anything decent. Come on, give me some decent camera views so we can see the effects, not rubbish. So yeah, the coaster layout doesn't take as long as say doing all the effects and all the theming. That's what really takes the time. And I kind of think I need more on the outside of the station. I don't like this idea with the chain link fences in the archways on the right hand side. Gives it a nice effect, but would also give you a bit of air blowing in there. Make the boost rider a bit cold, but yeah, you can also see stuff that I've not... Like there's a sequencer for the first part, and it's still outside the station, just sat there. It needs to be brought in and sorted out. But when I tidy up the park and finish off, that's when I go around and look at everything, and it's like, right, got to sort that out, address that. There we go. Water effect. And fire effect. Yeah, you can kind of see it. So it follows the coaster around. And still coming to my favourite fire effect. Yeah, the other coaster doesn't look too bad from cinematic either. It's just mainly when it goes over water. The camera tends to go into the water for some reason. Yeah, lots of coaster interaction. You know, the two interacting with each other, going past each other and things. The amount of times this launches, or the amount of time this launches compared to another coaster doing a cycle, you're bound to see some interactions occasionally, which is how I wanted it to work. So this one has one person on there apparently. Yeah, well, is that a lass? Yeah, there's two people on there now. Wow, this is such a popular ride. There's nothing wrong with it. Hey, well, okay. That's it, that's everyone. That's your lot. 7 riders. See, it's just meant to appeal to kids, because I noticed there's lots of kids walking around the park. And no kids will go on this ride. It's kind of understandable. It pulls high Gs and stuff, you know. Now we can see Star Chaser going up the back there. So yeah, I need to do theming. I need to do, like, custom signs and things like that. And just polish things up a bit more, I think, before I finally put it on the workshop. But this is going to be a really big building, and I've got lots of ideas for the building. It's just going to take forever and a day. But yeah, you would leave the station bit and then probably have some theming out there. Trouble is, you can't, because I'm trying to make it like it's on an alien planet. I'm kind of avoiding vegetation as much as I can. I'm not having loads of it, although there are places where there's lots of it, so it's just proving very tough. Because normally I would just cram loads of vegetation into an area if I couldn't do anything with it, but now I'm having to think differently. Although I have been watching some theme park vlogs, which Theme Park Worldwide, and it's given me some good ideas of how real theme parks do it. Put it this way, you'd never get a coaster layout like this in a real theme park, ever. Because it's just way too big. Okay, that was a very nice camera view. So yeah, I've got lots of theming to do in here. I've only got 23% left of the percentage bar, so there's lots to do. And not a lot of room. Active vandalism seen on security cameras. Catch those vandals, sort them out. So this coaster is yeah, custom supported. The first coaster, it just took so long to build. Just ridiculous amount. We'll go around and talk about it. I like this as well. This is nice. Nice little feature. But as I say, because I didn't want huge vegetation areas, there's not much going on in this, but it's covered over. It's good enough. I did want some vegetation, but not loads. So this is like a coach. That was the idea behind this. A space coach. Bringing guests to the park. This ride is just insane. If you've never been on this ride, yeah, it's just crazy. Look, is there someone dying for the loo? There's a loo there's loads of people dying for the loo in the queue. Really? Look, there's literally a toilet just up here. It's like, I suppose the other one's just back there. Like, just over here. And yet, you go and stand and queue for this ride here. Perhaps I should advertise toilets. Yeah, look at this ride. We'll go on a POV, but don't be... Hopefully you won't be ill. It's just mad. It just spins you all over the place. So, whoa. So I'm probably going to do a bit of terraforming and stuff around the edge of the park. Was there something in the air there? No, I can't see now. Hold on. I thought there was something up here. It looked up here like there was something up here. Nope. Okay, I'm nowhere near the ride now. Who knows? I'm pretty sure. See, things don't render in unless... It's probably a pigeon. I bet it's one of these guys. Look, pigeons. It's one of you, I bet. There you go. This is the height of a Planet Zoo in Planet Coaster. With the pigeons. Yeah, so this ride is just crazy. Spins you all over the place. It's not my greatest. But yeah, it definitely looks the part. Would you ever go on a ride like that? Would a ride like that ever exist? Possibly not. I don't know whether a ride like that exists in real life. If it does, I've not seen it in any vlogs I've watched. So that might be a... Let's have a ride that spins you round whilst spinning you round whilst spinning you round. It works on all three axes. So I should install a first aid place, really, shouldn't I? Just around here somewhere. So yeah, I've got these. The idea is these like the food vans you get up and down the country. But I decided to make food spaceships and then one for a staff, converted into a staff building. Just got some people sitting around. Bit of camping. But mostly all I can rely on is rocks, and I've done some custom trees. This is a custom tree, although I've seen someone else do some custom trees, and he's like, I did these custom trees first off, and then I watched Cam, and he did a live stream of making custom trees, and I was like, wow, that's a really good idea. Oh yeah, and a converted spaceship into a toilet. I'm supposed to be fueling it up, but we all know it's just sucking out the waste from the toilet. But I think my best designs are definitely here, with the early stuff, the law enforcement. I think if I did another science fiction park, I'd probably set it on Earth. It'd be far easier, because then you could get away with putting trees and stuff and things, and you could fit out places and build it like a traditional park. Watch this. I don't know. But yeah, this is just tough like this. Hello, Microwave. Excellent name. With a relevant picture. I would have thought microwaves go ding. That's usually all my microwave does. So yeah, it's proving difficult to build a sci-fi park in an alien environment where there's very little vegetation. I've never done a POV on a collider, so we might do a quick POV on a collider. Yeah, it's just started up. Excellent. Let's do a collider POV. Excellent microwave, yeah, that's perfectly what I expected. So yeah, it's a nice spinning ride. Well, that's just really confusing, isn't it? Because the camera's following it while it's moving up. It's moving around while it's enough to give you a headache. Is it going through that tree? This is interesting. Yeah. Face full of custom tree. Kinda glad I saw that. There you go, sorry about that. Much better. Much better. Quick fix. Yeah, we'll quickly go on this, although we'll do a quick, yeah, makes loads of money this ride. We'll do a quick cinematic on it. Although this, I need to do terraforming around the edge of the park, I think, to kind of enclose it in the area, so it feels a bit more like you're in the park, so you get immersed in the park area. You know, much like they did on PlayStation 1 games and PlayStation 2 games, they just built a massive cliff that, oh great, it's getting maintenance now. Perfect time to have maintenance. Just when we want to go for a ride. That didn't take long. Good. So hopefully it'll provide some nice views. So it goes around the whole park. Eventually. Yeah. Are we going yet? Today? Are you letting people on? Oh, oh yeah. Yeah, there we go. So I think I need more scenery, but seeing as I've only got 23% to play with, it's going to be tough. So I have to rely on terraforming. And just, like I say, this station needs work. You're not actually pressing those buttons, mate. You can't fool us. It's got Roller Coaster Tycoon on there. That's what it is. It's a sticker on the side saying Planet Coaster, but we just know from the graphics it's Roller Coaster Tycoon. That's what he's playing. Hey! People just materialise. They don't actually walk in, they just materialise. Love it. Right, we going? Ready to go? Yep, there we go. So this goes around the whole park, and that was the idea. It was just to show you all the parts of the park. It shows you the other part of the, yeah, the main coaster. It doesn't really show you much of it, hopefully. Because where the interesting bits of it is, it goes into a tunnel. Oh wow, went right past it there. Just saw a glimpse of the coaster. Wow, this is an amazing view. I'm so glad I put it on cinematic for this cinematic rock. Well done, Planet Coaster Console Edition. And we can't press the button to change the view, unfortunately, unlike PC. Right. We've prolonged. Yeah, so other rides, flat rides. Let's have a look at other flat rides and other things, and then we'll go to Cube, which is nauseating. Oh. Did you put something on there and it didn't let you put it on there, or what? I don't know. Microwave, you put something on there and then... yeah, Cube, another ride to make you ill. See, I've got lots of stomach churning rides in a close area, so I probably need to, yeah. But you moderated yourself, so that's good. I kind of like that. Saves me or one of my mods doing it. Which, yeah, even a small channel like mine does have the odd mod. Whether they're here or not, I don't think it's on. Yeah, that's just a vomit-inducing ride, isn't it? So, I can handle this kind of ride. I've been on drop towers before. Don't know whether I'd go on them now. Alright, which view's a good view? Oh, hang on. That. Looking at the toilets, that's a good view. By the way, I was that guy that watched that video, that crazy roller coaster that was long ago. You mean the crazy roller coaster that didn't work? Oh, well, you're the right person to watch this stream then. That crazy roller coaster. I worked out what I did wrong with that coaster as well. I changed the friction on it. You should not change the friction on those kind of roller coasters. Some made too much Taco Bell. Yeah, I remember that. Well, there's a redemption arc in this park. I need to do a lot more with it, and it's annoying that I've only got 23% because I could do a lot more with it. I'm toying with the two things that Planet Coaster doesn't like. Lots of assets and height. The two things I'm kind of going to be, with the final coaster I put in, the kind of thing I'm going to be flirting with, really. And playing with and toying. Yeah. Having ideas with. So it's going to be tough. It's going to be tough to get done what I want to get done. Right. What's the time? Sorry, I'll cut the stream off. Right. We're going to walk down this queue line. This is the hood, by the way, which is a custom sign as well. Yeah, heart shapes flickering because they're interconnecting, but yeah, we can either go fast pass or we can go along here. So you got the Planet Coaster. I always like the Planet Coaster branding. A little bit of light theming in the queue. Light theming, rocks, and oh, he's got to the queue and it's there's some people in front of him. Oh, how long do I have to queue for? Not long. It's a tiny queue. So there's a quote: "Smoke me a kipper, I'll be back for breakfast," which is Ace Rimmer from Red Dwarf. And then you go into the station. Nice little, it tells you row 1, seat 2 nicely, and a little control panel over here, and yeah, warning blast door. So this is the main coaster. We'll just wait for one to come into the station. There we go. This is the main spaceship. Yeah, look, it's Cloud Runner. So it'll be interesting to see how. No, I did not want to click on a person. I want to click on the coaster. Thank you. So it'll be interesting to see how this one goes. So the results are It's 110 seconds, 2,268 meters. I never looked at before really. 77 miles per hour max speed at average of 46, and 6.15 G max vertical G force. 8 airtime, 5 airtime cats, sorry, 11 inversions, and 2.35 seconds of airtime, and very high track scenery rating. Hey, I'm back. Sorry. Don't worry, you're just in time for the premiere event. Don't apologise, Matty. You are just in time for the premiere event. So this coaster is not the one I'm struggling with at all. This is the first one I built in the park. So I bet it's going to be. Yeah, I thought it would be out on the. And this one is. Oh, wrong place. Not car 2. We want seat 2. Thank you. Yeah, so it's row 1, seat 2 is the best view in this. Is this a DLC? No, this is a park I've made. I have all the DLCs though, so glad I didn't miss it then. Yeah, let's go. Yeah, yep. Right. So enjoy this POV. I'll stop waffling and you can enjoy the ride. So yeah, there you go. That's a coaster that took about a week to make. Yeah, it took 1 week. When you go through there, the blast doors close behind you, so you've got warning blast doors. I'll show you all the stuff off ride as well, because you'll get to see things. But that's why I also put the Ace Rimmer quote, because I kind of thought the character that I'm basing the story around would fly the ship like that. I'm glad you guys enjoyed it. You seem to, yeah, a week. We're doing cinematic actually. I did not want to click on Jeffrey. Jeffrey, I'm sure you're a lovely bloke, but not today. So yeah, we'll go train 2 we were on. So yeah, you'll get to see some different kind of views and talk about the idea behind it all, isn't it? It's fantastic. Really best read. Great set pieces throughout. And maybe remove the 0G roll at the end though. Oh yeah, but the 0G roll at the end was kind of like a barrel roll for the spaceship as it flew back into port. It's kind of a nod at Spitfire pilots. So I don't know whether I'd remove the 0G roll or not. This is one of my favourite bits as well, when it does the pretzel loop after the police. Yeah, and you get this, and you come around the next bit, and you get all the mist through the water and the light reflecting off it. It's lovely. That's one of my favourite bits. And they fly into the canyon. This bit you probably don't see the sort of Sarlacc pit type creature, and that doesn't actually hit you. I've done loads of like looks at it. It's very close, but it doesn't hit you. It's one of the most difficult coasters in the game to make, and you've done an amazing job. Yeah, thanks guys. That's this I know. I'm not. This is the one I'm struggling with. This bit as well. I quite like. This took an afternoon to do all the explosions through there, and then you fly around and it's all smoking. So, because it's meant to be you're flying through there and shooting up the foundry. Because if you look at the building from outside, let's go out onto the actual track. You can see it's all smoking when it's been shot up, but it says foundry on there, and I've got all the effects up there. Yeah, I tried to make one of these coasters on a live stream, Matty, and it failed dismally, so I had to redeem myself. So this is my redemption arc. But yeah, I love this. It just all explodes in front of you, like it's shooting up the place, and it comes round and barrel rolls and flies back into the station. The other coaster, I did show it earlier, but you probably missed it. The other coaster that's quite good, that's finished, is this one. This gives some good on-ride and off-road footage. I've got lots of work to do on it though. I've got another 23% to play with, and I'm also working on another part, which is terrible of me. Right, I'll shut up while we enjoy this coaster. Yeah, I can't remember how many triggers it has on the hood, because I've tied a lot of it into display events, but it's probably getting on towards 100 triggered things on that hood coaster. Custom supports, scenery, so yeah, that's why it took a week to make one coaster, which was 30%, but yeah, hopefully we'll get some good off-ride. You need to design real roller coasters. Okay, Microwave, it's nice seeing you. And yeah, you saw my redemption arc. Seeing as you saw the last stream where my coaster failed, my Cloud Runner, you actually saw a decent Cloud Runner from me, and know that I can actually make them now. But yeah, hopefully we'll see the off-ride effects as well. It won't stick us in the water, because you get some nice effects on this one as well. Don't put me in line with this. Ah, it's going to do it. Yeah, you can just see it. You can see the fire effect there. But when it goes up the other bit, there's a really nice effect as well. Yeah, you can just about see it there. Looks better when you stand on the floor you can actually stand there and watch the coaster drop down and all the flames shoot out on each side. It made me wonder about the hood now. It made me wonder how many triggered events it actually has. Right, we have... Here's all the triggers. So that's the display sequence. Then you've got the coaster doors and a display sequence. It's got 16 triggers, I think. And you've got that one, which is coaster doors. Coaster doors. So there's loads for the coaster doors, and there's only 3 coaster doors in there. Then you've got the water effects. Yeah, more water effects. Laser scanners. Part speakers that get triggered. Yeah, that's loads of stuff. That's, I think, as it flies through the foundry. And then you got... Oh no, that's not even the foundry bit yet. This is the foundry bit. Yeah. The Catherine wheel, the glass breaking. Yeah, look, all this. And 15. So possibly 17 triggers actually. 16. And it's all triggerable objects. There's a few. 17. I mean, it's nowhere near 18, 19. It's nowhere near as what they do on PC. People spend probably a fortnight making coasters on PC and stuff. Those ones you see on Channel 5. But what DLCs do I have? Thanks, Matty. What DLCs do I have? I have all of them. I have Spooky, Ghostbusters. Let's have a look. Yeah, I have Magnificent Ride, Spooky, Adventure, Vintage, World's Fair, Studio, and Ghostbusters. The only thing I don't have is the pre-order stuff, which I know Matty has, which is a shame. But I didn't discover this has come to console till after it come to console, and yeah, as soon as it did, I was like, I'm buying it. Yeah. This bit where I was just about to do my favourite bit. This is my favourite bit. But if you watch, all the glass explodes, although it doesn't really explode, but it gives the impression. We'll watch it come through here. They get a face full of broken glass. It's just holograms. Don't worry. No real Planko coaster riders were harmed during the making of this coaster. Honest. So I think I shared a brief bit on yeah, so there's my law enforcement droid. How long am I streaming for? I don't know. Oh, you have them too. Pre-order is literally one coaster. Oh, right, so I'm not missing much. This is about the pre-order thing. It's also kind of bad one, yeah. That Robocop robot, yeah, Ed 209. I might put it on the workshop, I don't know. It's inspired by Ed 209. Or a bit the Killing Game show as well, which was a Psygnosis game from when I was 12. So that was a long time ago. Yeah, but quickly, I've got it. I like it a lot because it's here again. But it's kind of like the law enforcement. I'll do a quick. I need to do a lot around the edge of the park. I did go on this earlier, and I said, look, we'll look at it on. It kind of shows you what I haven't done, which is partly the reason it's in there. But the station's one of the problems. This station, it's there, but it's not. It needs more to it. I don't like it. Yeah, let's run over to it before it disappears off. It's very simple at the moment. Look, it's very basic, and I want to terraform around the edge because I think that's the best way to do it. And I've got this big building to build, which I want a big skyscraper type building looking over the park with a poster on it. There's a reason for that. The restaurant at the end of the universe is there. So this is going to be like a hunting lodge area. Don't know whether you saw this earlier as well. They were playing Ghostbusters, but yeah, I had to change it because I don't want to get copyright claimed or anything or into trouble. That's how long you're streaming for. It's because I was wondering if maybe you might like to join me to film a spotlight tonight. What's the time now, Matty? It's 10 o'clock now. So it's a bit late, and I'm at work Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Pencil it in. I can do, but you could. I suppose I could do. I spend 10 minutes on my coasters. Then I'm just like, that's good enough. This is incredible. Oh, well, I've got another park that Matt is spotlighted on his channel, and then I've got another park which Tommy CM's spotlighted, and they've got, but they've got coasters that are a bit more involved. Yeah, that'd be fine, Matty. That'd be perfect. Because then at least I know, and yeah, I'll quickly load up the first park, the one that started it all. I say the first park, not the first park I made, but the first park the park with no name, as it's called on my on my saves. So this is the first one that got spotlighted, and this is the first one I finished because I'd done a lot of work in the game, but I wasn't going to release anything onto the workshop until I was happy. Save. Oh, I don't need to save, don't worry. We can discuss it on Discord so I don't keep disrupting your live stream with other topics. No, that's fine. People often come in and talk to me about Fallout 76, and I'm like, I'm streaming Planet Coaster at the moment. Stop talking about 76. And then, oh, when are you doing Witcher next? I'm just, look, this is Planco, alright? Witcher's not family friendly. Believe me. I age restrict all those streams. Love this park. I enjoy spotlighting this so much. It did well as well, about 700 views so far. That's not bad. Yeah. This one's got a proper. This is Earth, so this is all right. This isn't confusing at all. Oh, people need the loo, and they're literally. I don't know what I'm gonna do. It's only at 86%, which is good. Park options. Where are we? Notifications, settings. Notifications pop up. No, I didn't change it all. Notifications only. You can stop pestering me. You can stop pestering me. Thanks. Yeah, so we'll jump back out and we'll plip cam it. That'll probably be easier because this was designed with plip cam in mind. Claire Chambers. Interesting. Your name is now going to be Plipcam. Planet Plipcam. Will. So what's the time now? 6:37. See, Matty, you were saying about getting a USB keyboard, and I was looking at them in I can't remember where. I think Poundland or something. They were doing them, and then I thought about I have the console version, but I play on my PC because I prefer to play the mouse and keyboard. Well, you can play with mouse and keyboard on console version on PlayStation. Yeah, that's what I was going to say. USB keyboard, I was looking at them, but I was thinking my headset's USB as well. And it plugs into the second port of the USB. So I don't know whether it would interfere. We'll go to yesterday lane first of all. Yeah, this park. It's all night time, so we can't see much really. But I would like to get rid of that display. That would be nice. Yeah. Oh, come on. We need light, really. We'll wait here until the light comes. Give it 5 minutes. can use Bluetooth ones, I think. But I can use Bluetooth ones, yeah, Bluetooth keyboard with Bluetooth headset. That's what I'm concerned about. That's what I don't know about. Because I'd have to be plugging two things in at once. I could possibly do it, because then I could unplug the charger for the controller. So yeah, I could do it, probably. I just, you know, that just seems like too much work to me. Unplug it so it can yeah, we'd be fine. I use all 3 USB slots. Looks like a nightclub after someone gets clobbered. What, my park? So, into the blue. Yesterday lane, right, we'll go over here and check this out quickly, and then, of course, I'll zoom out Plip Cam yesterday in a minute. Yeah, yesterday lane, yeah, I'll pop out Plip Cam, won't I? Oh yeah, I hid loads of penguins around here, which drove Matty absolutely bizarre, berserk. But, yeah, well, we won't go into that. We won't mention that there's one on his telephone that Matty walked right past. We won't mention that at all. Forever Autumn. So this is a... Ah, come on. We need to hear you singing. Yeah, I could possibly get one off Amazon. That's probably the way I prefer to get it. Because if I bought one in Poundland, it'd probably break in about 5 minutes for a £5. Yeah, I like this. I do like all the butterflies and stuff in here, and all the sounds. Oh, seriously, I could. Some of my guests are just minus idiots, honestly. If you need the loo, do not go and stand and queue for a coaster. Especially not an old rickety wooden coaster that is going to definitely make you need the loo even more. Just go. Yeah, we're going to jump on this anyway. And then hop the gaps. Forever Autumn. Yeah, which is a hop the gaps style. The things that infuriate me about this game are just stupid, really. Yeah, so this is a lot more realistic, this park. I haven't got high Gs and stuff like that. You know, it's quite nice G-force. 2.83 is high track scenery rating. It's all kind of nice and sedate. I don't think I underestimate how stubborn people are. I'm quite stubborn, I must admit. I can be when I dig my heels in. I mentioned to Shell, my other half, about doing spotlights. She said, you'd be no good at doing spotlights because you just criticise everything, and everyone does. I'm like, I'm not that bad, seriously. So we're going dock on the bay. This is I did study at art college and then went to university and dropped out. I dropped out of college because I just didn't like I didn't like graphic design that I was doing, of course. So, right, we need to go on the one in the station. Where's the station? Oh, we're in the station. We're leaving the station. So yeah, I got told I would be no good at doing spotlights because I criticise things too much. Right, we'll go guest facing, spin round, jump out. But so yeah, if I help you with a spotlight, Matty, I'll just have to keep my criticisms on the down low. But no, I do when I see things I appreciate, I do genuinely appreciate it. Like the Rivendell Park, I did see one thing when you were spotlighting. I was like, the guests' feet were walking through a part of the one of the buildings. I mean, that's a minor gripe, but it's really awkward to fix on controller. Actually, I must admit, but you can sync the buildings so they're just a fraction above the path. But it's very fiddly, and depending on how complex your building is. So I suppose if you've got a really complex building, it's really hard to move the whole thing precisely. So that might be the reason why people don't do it so much. This is a nice little boat ride anyway. I think it would be good at Spotlights, if honest. I'm excited to have you join me. Boat, yeah. Yeah, boat with one thing that when you spotlighted this and Tommy said you couldn't have a lock with 2 levels, I was just like, how could I do a lock with 2 levels? Was my instant thought. I was like, how could I do a lock with 2 levels of water? I reckon I could do it. See, I reckon I could do it because there's some things I've discovered about this game that you could do with water. And I was watching Planet Pitcam and somebody had done something. They did a coaster that went underwater and had like a viewing platform under the water, kind of like, you know, you would have an aquarium. And I was like, if you could do that, then you could possibly have 2 levels of water. I mean, it's an idea I could try out. Bet you can't. In critique, I always try and think of how much. If I give negative, I try to do positive, negative, positive. But you can't. What, 2 levels of? Oh, do a lock with 2 levels of water. Yeah. I reckon I could. That's one of the things I reckon I could do. It'd be something to see, wouldn't it, if I could do it? I'd be super impressed if you do. Well, I discovered me messing around in another park. I'll show you in a bit when we've had a look around this. Oh, come on, this is taking ages. I mean, this is my first big build. This is only 2,000 pieces, and I got a bit more ridiculous in my next park after this one. I went for 4,000 pieces, and then after that, well, the one in the sci-fi park, that I dread to think how many pieces that's going to be. That probably takes a day just to build that one building. And it's like, I'm on console edition, it's supposed to be light and entertainment. The things we're building on here are like, Frontier are going, no, stop, you're not meant to be building things like this. And then Matt is like, I want to build a farm. I want to build a dog poop bin. I want to build everything. And Frontier are like, no, we didn't mean for this game to have all those things in it. People are like, fire extinguishers, magazine racks, Midway games, let's build them all. And it's great. Breaking news, Dragonborn. Breaks Planet Coaster console edition. You see, you can. See, if you can get a viewing platform underwater, so like through terraforming, and the water disappears, but then you can put the water back in with the hole underwater. So if you can get that thin membrane, you can then do it with another piece next to it. Terraforming. Does that make sense? And you can break it again and put the water in. You can actually lay 2 pieces of water on top of each other. Like, let me show you exactly what I mean. So we've got water here. And let's put some dirty water underneath. So there. We've now got water in water. Because it's just a layer. It's just like the it's just like this is. This is just a layer, as we know. The terraforming is just a layer, and let's go to settings. So once we turn no clip off, no, wait a minute, turn no clip on. Because as you know from spotlighting and stuff, we know that this is just a thin membrane. It's not actually, you know, proper water. I have done the cringe. We don't need roller coasters. What, eh? What was that? Your mother is a... My work here is done. I have done the cringe. Oh, right. Yeah, so yeah, you can do that. So once you know it's all like a membrane and stuff, let's turn off the normal Planco music, and the way the engine kind of works, you can kind of manipulate it, and that's what makes me think it's possible to do a lock with 2 levels in. Oh yeah, it's way down there, wasn't it? That's what I called the place. Wonder what's around the back here with the broken jacuzzi and the people playing cricket, and at the front door. Oh, it's a penguin, Matty, that you walked right past. Ah, look at this tower with another penguin on the back of the fire engine. I'm remembering where they all are now. It's been ages since I've been on this park, though. This is my camera work is terrible, so I apologise if you did get this penguin, though, thankfully. So yeah, I was reluctant to use screens when I built this park. Now, after doing the sci-fi park, I found out how useful screens can be. So I'm probably going to embrace the screens a bit more. And you missed this guy, the old guy with his telescope. See, I built a telescope. I was really proud of this telescope, and nobody saw it in the spotlight. So I'm just like, oh well. But this pub, yeah, that's really like that. We should go on some coasters, really, shouldn't we? And I should stop waffling. Which is, we'll go into the blue last. Into blue's my favourite. We'll go on this one, nighttime run, which is Stone Roses. If it's going to get going. Yeah, you can build water underwater. You can probably do double levels and things. So you can probably build like quite cleverly. You could probably build 2 levels. You can build a working lock effectively. I should just take the assets from this and try and do it, shouldn't I? Just for the sake of it, with 2 levels. Yeah, I don't know why, but when I build wooden roller coasters, I seem to like just throw caution to the wind with them. I've got like really high banked turns in that, and my other coaster, my wooden coaster in my next park, which Tommy did a park review on. That was just, I threw caution to the wind, and that had a 90-degree drop. It was the Steel Vengeance. I tried to make it feel like a Steel Vengeance POV that you see on YouTube, but from your point of view. Yeah, so it took me a little bit of time. I think it took me a whole day just to get the layout, because I kept making it and not liking it and destroying it and making it and destroying it. Yeah, nice beer taps. Yeah, I came up with when I turned bamboos. I need to turn no clip back off, don't I? I turned bamboos upside down. I think in a park. Really, I found it the other day actually, really early on. I thought it was amazingly clever for doing that, and I started watching spotlights and realised that everyone else is turning bamboos upside down to do reeds, and I was like, okay, that's not an amazing revelation. I remember doing that though. And it's thinking, I think that's my first eureka moment though. You can use items for what they're not intended to be used for in Planco, and that's obviously once you start thinking like that. And then I'd kind of forgotten about it, and I watched Moving Little Socks, and it's like, I encourage you not to use the items for what they're meant to be used for. And I was like, that makes perfect sense. And that's, I think that's what led to this park being built, was him saying that, Matty encouraging me to finish it, and the fact that I wanted to hide penguins in some of the most obscure places, like in hot air balloons above the park. This took an afternoon to build this little manor house, and it's actually 2 buildings. So yeah, and a DeLorean. I should build a Back to the Future park as well, because I love Back to the Future. But see, taking something you love and then recreating it in Blanco, you would never be happy with it. No matter how good you did it, I think I'd never be happy with it. Unless I got it spot on and perfect to the film, I would never be happy with it. And that's my biggest fear about creating. It's the, and it's like what you were saying on your live stream earlier, Matty. You were saying you just you don't want to do something you love or you really want to do because you'd criticise yourself too much and not be happy with it. Magic Mike did a Back to the Future in Ride the Movies Park. He did. Yeah, I have seen it, but he didn't have a DeLorean. And I don't think you can have Back to the Future without a DeLorean. I did see his ride. It was good. I do like his Ride the Movies. Some of his terraforming is insane, because I've tried to do terraforming like that, and it's just the patience required is unbelievable to terraform artistically. So yeah, I mean, it's easy to do shapes and mountains and stuff, rough shapes, and then you can stick stuff on it like rocks and things to make it look a bit more believable than trees. But to actually create something that you physically want, there's another penguin there with a bloke fishing and a shark. Yeah, that's the hard thing. Terraforming to make a particular shape or a particular design is so hard. It's sculpting really at best, I guess. Let's jump on. Anyway, we've done 2 coasters, haven't we? We'll jump on into the blue, which is my first coaster I built here. Was it always the first coaster I built in the park is my favourite? I don't know what that's all about, but come on. I do Thomas CM now. Anytime now. Just look at the ride attendant. Anytime now. Anytime. Come on. Jeez, what are they waiting for? There we go. Yeah? No? Yes? No? Promising. Yep, here we go. I think the answer to that, Matty, is people think YouTube's easy. So, that's the problem. They think you just literally turn on a camera and start recording. They don't realise that you have to, if you really want to do YouTube, you have to realise that you have to watch. The way people speak on YouTube is different to how they perhaps would speak in real life, so they have to watch what they say, or control what they say, should I say. yeah, so now I'm stuttering because I'm trying to articulate myself in a particular way. Um, I think, yeah, I don't know. I don't have any answers to that question. It's 100% not easy. I have to not swear. The hardest thing for me. Yeah, I mean, like if I'm doing 76 or something that's an adult, I'm a bit more relaxed and I can not worry if occasionally a word slips out when I get frustrated or something. But in Planko, if I get frustrated, it's kind of like stubbing your toe in front of a teacher. That's what it's like. There's so many words that come to mind. It's just you can't say any of them because you'll get detention for the next month. So that's what YouTube's like. And yeah, there's also the laws of copyright and all that sort of stuff. And if you want to do it seriously, you have to look into all that, and people don't realise. And then you have to research everything you're going to do. I'm going to head out now. Love your park. Hope to catch a stream some other time. Yeah, Zexa, I can't read your name. Sorry, I apologise. Zexerif? Is that it? Yeah. I need some new glasses, or I need better light in here, one of the two. Um, yeah, Zex, have a nice evening anyway. Nice of you to join me, and subscribe if you haven't, and hit the like button on your way out, please. It helps my channel no end. Like, for every like, um, a new tree will be planted by... I've forgotten the YouTuber's name now, that plants all the trees. Mr. Beast, yeah. For every like this live stream gets, Mr. Beast will plant a new tree. He'll probably plant a new tree anyway, but So, Sex Riff. Ah, right. Yeah, I get it. Yeah, it's it's hard to read sometimes people's names because the font's different and it's a little smaller. And I just sit in a room with my TV and a lamp on in the evening because yeah. So that's that part. I will. I, I'll quickly show you what I'm working on at the moment as well, which was what I was doing earlier. Planet Coaster Land, which is my escape from the sci-fi park. I get that a lot. Well, no, I thought I read it right. Sex Serif. Yeah, I did write it right. Yeah. Have a nice evening, and yeah, hope to see you soon. Yeah, so this is what I'm currently working on, and this is what I've been working on for the past couple of days because I needed some escape from the sci-fi park because the sci-fi park was causing me headaches. So I was like, I need to do something that's more down to earth, like literally more down to earth. So I started building another park idea, which is this, which is looking quite nice. I quite like it anyway. I've got a chief beef diner, a little coffee shop, quaint. There's no guests in here yet. Nice little toilet block. The entrance, which on the other side, because it's the spawn point, I've not bothered doing anything because that percentage counter is it's very real. And then I've got a fire extinguisher that's almost as big as the bloke in there. Some pamphlets, a little bit, and then yeah, probably could do some bit more work on it. And I've got Levine's Sept, which I spent this morning doing. It's got a staff room around the back, but I have no rides here yet. Absolute zero. Um, these little canopies, nice little flower bed. So I've been watching Theme Park Worldwide, which is like a British YouTuber, and he does vlogs from theme parks. They travel all over the world, as you would probably expect with a name like Theme Park Worldwide. And I really like the stuff he's been showing in that, and it's sort of made me think how parks do things and how much they cram everything into such a tiny space. Hello, Calv. Yeah, so I'm trying to replicate that, cramming everything in, but I know when you cram too much in Planco, you get the dreaded graphic glitch. So this is, I was quite proud of my bookends here, although that's the smallest I can build, the bookends, to be honest with you. Then I got the staff area out the back as well. So I've got 2 staff rooms in this, because this I built for another park, and then I decided on something else. So yeah, you can come out the back here, and there's a little staff area there, which is which I kind of like. I'm going to put backstage, obviously all around here. So yeah, I'm actually doing a realistic park a bit more and plan it out a bit more. I'm doing it on a deciduous map, of course, because this is the best one to work on, even though I changed the paints. Which is why you've got this kind of grey, dappled grass effect. But yeah, that's my main street, and then I'll probably have bits that I might have another building here, another building here, and then have bits that come off here. Although I do want a custom stage with these guys just here. Let me find them. Everyone knows what I'm going for now, probably. Yeah, there they are. So on a custom stage with those guys properly on, like raised up a little bit, and perhaps have a viewing point. Yeah, let's. But yeah, that's what I want here. But I don't know if to have a ride behind them or something. I might do. Might have a flat ride like a Ferris wheel here. Possibly. Because the spawn, I'll probably save it when I've finished everything just here. But I've kind of been watching things of Disney, and I've seen the way they do their paths, and they don't have one big wide path. They have paths with little bits of tiny little flower beds breaking up like that. They do have other plaza bits where it's just massive bits of concrete, but they also have nice little bits, and that kind of style I like, with that breaking up your paths a little bit. And then yeah, outside the chief beef, we've got a couple of policemen. That was the last thing I was working on. And I put drapes in here and things. I based it on the actual blueprint, because the actual blueprint for let's find it. World's Fair. Is it World's Fair? World's Fair. Yeah. No, it's not. Yeah, it is. And there's an easy way to find it. Diner. Type that in. Bingo. So yeah, look, there's the. And I sort of copied that design, but just made it my own. And I'll probably they put on the side plank. I mean, it's not that many pieces actually. Their one. I think mine's probably more pieces. It's not this competition, but yeah, they put flower beds on the side, and that restricts it, I think, because I would put other things next to it, like I have done with the coffee shop, because you would get a row of shops up a main street, whereas that would have to be more standalone. Whereas I don't want mine to be standalone, so I'm not going to put those bits on the side. But I probably will put a planter out the front, in front of those drapes and stuff. But this is yeah, something I didn't realise. I couldn't work out what these bits were for ages, and these are just simply the colourable panels lit, which I think is a really clever idea because it gives a really nice effect, especially when you go to nighttime. It gives a lovely effect, like there's actual light coming from inside, and then the drapes also silhouette. Alright guys, I think I'll only have you come on every hour on a sequencer. Yeah, that's the idea behind that. But yeah, look, we get the horrible low-res graphics, although it doesn't happen to Street Fox Coffee. It doesn't happen to these over here. And it doesn't happen to the Vinsect, or whatever it is called, or the screens. So I don't know, and these are all screens, but yeah, I've probably got lots of screens and lots of graphics like that in one area. And we know Planet Coaster doesn't like that kind of thing in high quantity in one area. So you have to be kind of clever in the way you do your signs and things. Especially on PlayStation 4. Do you mean about Monday? I'm looking forward to it. Yeah, I will do. My eyes are drooping. Right, no worries, Matty. Yeah, I will. I'll message you on Discord. I'll do that. I'll message you over the next few days. I'm gonna call it stream there anyway, but thanks for joining me, everyone, and having a look at what I'm currently messing around at, because I'm gonna have 5 minutes before I go to bed of just perhaps messing around in this park a little bit more, and then perhaps in the next few days or next week or so, I'll get back to that sci-fi park that has got one heck of a headache of a building for me to build, and I've got an idea in my head of what I want it to look like. Whether I can get it to look like that is well, remains to be seen. Everyone will see what it will be look like. What it will look like when it will be showcased on anyone's channel. So, and I will keep everyone updated on my channel. Thanks for watching and good night.